I'm Staff Sergeant Kamen Ng Tian Sheng. I'm from 127 Squadron, the home of the Stallions. For this year's NDP, I'm specifically involved in the Halo Car segment. So as the aircrew specialist, I manage all the operational requirements in the cabin itself. I will coordinate with the divers, give them visual cues whenever required as we are entering Marina Bay. Once at Marina Bay, I'll lower the ramp and give the go-ahead for the divers to perform their dive. Prior to entering Marina Bay, I will let them know this hand signal 1 minute, so they will start donning on their fins. After passing the start buoy of the casting lane, I will lower the ramp and give the go-ahead signal by pointing out to the exit of the ramp, and then they will go ahead and proceed with their dive. Okay, one of the challenges that I faced initially was to get the perfect timing for the first divers. As the Marina Bay area is smaller compared to other training areas, we have a shorter casting lane and the divers has to be synchronized perfectly one after another. So after ironing out the differences, after a few rehearsals, as well as looking at the video footage for debrief, we managed to find the most optimal result, rehearse that to perfection.
The landscape over the Bay Area may have changed over time, so we have done multiple ground recce's as well as in-flight recce's to ensure that we are always ensuring a safe separation and distance away from the building as well as from the crowd. As the captain of the aircraft, I'm also the pilot of the CH-47F, so actually I'm primarily responsible for flying the flight routing into the Bay Area. So I'm also in charge of ensuring that the crew are familiar with their roles and responsibility within the aircraft. I would say the maneuver, or rather the coordination, is more intense because based on the flight profile within the Bay Area, we're looking at a short 2 minutes and we are descending from 100 meters down to 3 meters within the Bay Area. So there's a lot of coordination that's required of the crew. Each and every one of my crew are familiar with their duties, and therefore whenever we are at important phases of the flight, we know exactly what to do. The biggest difference between previous show and this year's show is actually for us to showcase the CH-47F model. As we know, the aircraft is just newly delivered to Singapore this year. In terms of avionics and capability, is definitely more capable than the previous model. It's always nerve-wracking, but as well as exciting because it's something that I can bring forward and contribute to the Singaporeans and bring them a good show. Prior to the push into the Bay Area, actually we are designated a holding area. So when the time comes for us to push into the Bay Area, everyone knows exactly what they need to do, and we'll bring our best foot forward, bring up our A game to bring a good show for all Singaporeans.